Welcome or welcome back to my booktube channel, Goddess of Gore. My name is Vix and I like to talk about horror, thriller, sometimes fantasy and occasionally sci-fi books every week. This week is the continuing book haul from February, so it's book haul part 2. Last time I showed you all of the horror and the general fiction books that I bought. So this week, it's the fantasy and the thriller books. So let's get on with it. The first book is The Book of Dust by Philip Pullman. This is set 12 years before the first of his Dark Material trilogy, Northern Lights. It follows a boy called Malcolm who lives with his parents in a pub on the Thames, which is at a prime location for visitors passing through. He's very good at blending into backgrounds, but sees and hears everything. Right, little Snoopy? So when he finds a secret message that was meant for a spy called Hannah, these special skills of finding out information are called into power when she finds him, and he's told to look out for any people coming in the pub acting all suspicious. So obviously now he's looking out for it, and everyone is suspicious. But everybody is looking for a baby girl called Lyra. Various characters from the original trilogy are in this, and so are the themes. Books 1 and 2 are out, but the third part of this prequel trilogy is yet to be. Next is Guards and The Night Watch, both by Terry Pratchett, and are both part of the 9 books, that is 8 novels and 1 short story, that make up the City Watch collection. So in case you didn't know, Terry Pratchett books can be read in groups of novels, and I have found this to be the best way to read the Discworld series so far. I already have the Witches novels and the Death novels, and I'm slowly collecting them all. So when I saw 2 of the City Watch novels, I couldn't say no. This one was £1.50 and this one was £1.50. The Discworld is a humorous fantasy huge world collection by, quite frankly, the funniest and sweetest of authors. Guards being book 1 of the City Watch and Night Watch being book 7, and they follow the Ankh-Morpork, the city in the Discworld's police force and its inner workings, and they each follow a crime mystery genre. I absolutely love Terry Pratchett books, with the Tiffany Aching series and the Witches of Discworld being my heart. Next is The Inheritance Games and The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. These were both 50p each. These are book 1 and 2 of the young adult Inheritance Games series. As of now, there are 3 books in this series. The Inheritance Games is about a young girl who just wants to get through high school and get a scholarship to go to college. But when a billionaire she doesn't know dies and leaves her his entire fortune, his family are pissed. To claim the money, she has to move into the house with his family, who thought they would inherit the wealth, and solve the puzzles he left. But it seems it's not that easy, and she will be lucky to survive. It's compared to Knives Out, and it sounds like it too. The Hawthorne Legacy picks up where book 1 left off, but we are now going to find out why Granddaddy Hawthorne left his entire fortune to a stranger. The Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin, set in a far future which has one remaining continent called the Stillness left, but it's spewing ash out and it's blotting out the sun. It seems to follow a woman called Essen, whose husband has killed their baby son and kidnapped her daughter. And it follows her travels across the endless darkness to try and find her and the broken, ravaged civilization she encounters. There's magic, ancient mysteries, and tyrannical madmen. This is a much-loved fantasy trilogy, and I have only heard good things. So when I saw them for £1.50 each, I couldn't not get them. Inheritance, oh, these are big boys. Inheritance and Brysinger are the concluding two books in the young adult fantasy Inheritance Cycle quadrilogy, and is basically about a young boy called Eragon and his dragon called Saphira, and their battle to overthrow the tyrant of the empire called Galborturix. These were 50p each. Next, The Inheritance by Robin Hobb. Can I just say that that's 3 books with inheritance in the title, and I hadn't realised until I was stacking them up. So, this is a bunch of short stories and novellas by Robin Hobb and Megan Lindham, of course, who is Robin Hobb. And The Dragon Keeper by Robin Hobb is book 1 of the Rain Wild Chronicles. So the dragon Tantaglia helps the people of the trader cities, and in return they promise to help the earthbound dragons who were hatching small after the rivers became toxic. So it's decreed that some of the traders are to move and help escort the dragons to their mythical homelands. Then we have a thriller called 3 Hours by Rosamund Lupton, and this follows the minute by minute of a UK school shooting, told from the point of view of everyone involved. Next, Leanne Moriarty, Truly Madly Guilty. A slow burn and a split reviewed book about 3 couples and 3 children who attend a disastrous barbecue. And I'm guessing, knowing Moriarty, death ensued. And then finally, which was 50p, Miss Marple's Final Cases, which is a short story collection. I just got this so I could add it to my Agatha Christie collection that's growing very slowly. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. It will soon be time to tell you what I bought for my March book budget, but don't worry, it will only be in one part because I didn't buy as many as this month. Like, comment and subscribe if you want to, and join me again next week when I discuss what's on my April TBR, including my spring Flingoween choices. So until next time, bye bye.